What's up you guys? Thank you so much for joining. For this video, we're going to be trying and reviewing an infamous fall favorite for the very first time. Believe it or not, but I've actually never tried a pumpkin spice latte. I know that people are anticipating its availability year after year, so before filming this video, I actually did some research. I did not know that Starbucks actually invented the pumpkin spice latte 20 years ago. It's not just the company that's most famous for selling them. So I got myself the original pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, and we also have a couple of other pumpkin spice goodies here, but we're gonna reveal those along the way. Alright guys, here it is, the original pumpkin spice latte by Starbucks. No almond milk or non-sweetened, whatever. This is the way it's supposed to be. Let's dive right in. I already dumped half of this cup into an extra mug because it was way too full. Get what you're paying for. I'm not anticipating this, but I'm also not excited, so... Well, at this point, I'm a little more familiar with what pumpkin spice is. I've actually been getting into the pumpkin flavor more and more this year's season. I've been doing all sorts of things with pumpkins. I've been baking pumpkin bread, I've been baking pumpkin bread. Yeah, that's about it. But I like the flavor. I understand the cozy feeling people get when they consume those sorts of flavors. So, we'll see. It definitely has that side note, a little sweet, a little cinnamony. I usually don't go to Starbucks because my experience with their drinks is expensive and sweet, and that's nowhere near my lane. But enough talk. Happy fall, y'all. Cheers. Wow. As expected, very sweet. The pumpkin flavor is definitely there, but it is artificial. Let's go for seconds. By the way, this is not sponsored. I wish it was, but no, we're not quite there yet. It's okay, it's okay. I would never get it just because I'm aware of all the chemistry that's in this little mug here. There's probably more chemistry than coffee, but it's a fun little festive treat. I do understand why people look forward to it, and you know, it's aesthetic, and I think when you get it for the very first time at the end of August when it drops, it gives you that first extra kick and seasonal shock of autumn along with a little sugar shocks. Fun, but not my cup of tea or cup of coffee. Moving on to the next product, I walked past our fridge the other day and saw that my brother got himself a huge pumpkin spice latte for at home. I didn't know he was a fan of this, let alone he was aware of what a pumpkin spice latte is, but there's barely anything left in here. Someone was thirsty. But it's just enough to do a little taste test and also compare it to the Starbucks one, which is supposed to be the original one that I just tried. Limited edition by Califia Farms. I believe this is from Whole Foods, but don't quote me on that. Pumpkin spice latte with other natural flavors. Coffee with almond milk. So this one is with almond milk. The one from Starbucks was regular milk. Ooh, definitely a strong hint of cinnamon. A little stronger than the Starbucks one, but I like cinnamon, so that's good. Maybe it's not as sweet. Okay, enough. Ooh, this seems very creamy and chocolatey. Seems promising. This has a very interesting shape. It reminds me a bit of a papaya or a... Let's try the Califia pumpkin spice latte, especially in comparison to the Starbucks one. Much milder, much more enjoyable. I don't even have to think about this. Califia Farm for the win. It feels like they added a quarter of the sugar that Starbucks decided to throw in there. And this one includes the pumpkin flavor only as a slight side note. It almost tastes Christmassy because the cinnamon is definitely the most dominant flavor. This is really good. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but I don't really drink a lot of coffee, so I wouldn't get it for myself, but I understand why this is enjoyable. This is much tastier and more convenient, and it comes in bulk, so I assume it's more affordable than the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. Moving on, we do have another pumpkin spice latte to review, and it's actually something to eat from Starbucks that I've seen everywhere on the internet. And like I said earlier, I've been getting into the pumpkin flavor, especially when it comes to pastries, so I had to give it a try. We got the infamous, I don't know if you've seen this, I've seen it everywhere, the infamous pumpkin spice cream cheese muffin. And as a European and a passionate baker, you know I will tear this apart and give you my honest thoughts. To start things off, the smell is good. I can smell the pumpkin flavor or spice. I'm just afraid it's gonna be artificial pumpkin flavor. Because since I've started baking with pumpkin myself, the pumpkin flavor comes from actual pumpkin. You add it into the recipe, and I have a hard time believing that Starbucks actually makes the effort and adds a generous amount of real pumpkin in here. So probably mainly food coloring and artificial stuff, but let's dive right in. Wow, that is so disappointing. I thought the cream cheese was gonna go down all the way, but it is just a little sad blob at the top of the pastry. That's fine. That's not gonna stop me. I want a bit of the cream cheese. That's what I'm most curious about because I've never combined pumpkin with cream cheese. This seems like the perfect bit to review. We even have a little bit of pumpkin seed on the edge here. This is good. This is mainly cinnamon, not pumpkin. This is mainly cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice, which is a specific condiment here in the US and probably Canada and wherever you need pumpkin pie spice. In Europe, that's not a thing. It is good. If you remove about 200 grams of sugar, it's great. But because all the sugar is in here and I feel like my mouth is about to stick together, it's only good. But it's definitely one of the more enjoyable Starbucks pastries that I've tried. Also, the pumpkin seeds have been caramelized. I will not finish this because being diagnosed with diabetes before going to bed is not on tonight's menu, but it was nice while it lasted. Like I said, I've learned and allowed the pumpkin flavor to give me comfort, and I've actually started to enjoy it. Doesn't matter if it's in a pastry or in a drink. Even though Starbucks might have invented the pumpkin spice latte, theirs is way too sweet for my taste. But then again, most American products are a little too sweet for my tongue. I'm originally from Europe and I'm used to way less sugar. Also, when I copy recipes here, I literally add, from the beginning on, without even thinking about it twice, I add half of the sugar that the recipe asks me to, and it's sweet enough, trust me. So a little too sweet for my taste, but the Califia Farm one was really enjoyable. So if you see that one around, definitely make sure to get a bottle as long as you still can, because as you know, that's a limited edition. If you don't like pumpkin spice or the pumpkin flavor in general and you're like, what the hell is going on? I don't blame you. I didn't even try, let alone see pumpkin or pumpkin spice in this light until I moved here, which was a little over a year ago. So it's not a necessity, it's just a cute little seasonal thing that I wanted to tap into a little bit more. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments, not only about the pumpkin spice latte and everything it comes with, all the memes, all the information, but also just in general. Happy Halloween, guys. We're almost there. I hope you enjoy the festivities. Take care and see you soon. Bye.